OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney back in court today. Her attorneys playing dramatic video to prove she acted in self-defense in the stabbing death of her boyfriend.
She sits motionless in a Miami courtroom. Hair darker now, hands folded tight, eyes fixed on the floor. For nearly 3 years, she's been locked away, waiting. No trial, no verdict, just silence. She was supposed to be the victim, the heartbroken girlfriend who survived abuse. But then a single video surfaced, and everything changed. When the footage hit the public, it shattered the story the world thought it knew.
You know, like I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you. Like, you did. I didn't say nothing. You said I did. You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb as.
Suddenly, the self-defense claim didn't feel like protection anymore. It felt like a performance. The woman who built an empire selling an image of confidence, beauty, and power now stood accused of something darker: the cold-blooded killing of the man she claimed to love. Courtney Clenney, better known online as Courtney Tailor, wasn't just another influencer. She was a digital phenomenon, a living symbol of the Instagram dream. Penthouse views, designer handbags, private jets, and a following that adored her every move. Her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli, was supposed to be her balance. Calm where she was impulsive, patient where she was fiery. A successful cryptocurrency trader, Nigerian-born and Texas-raised, Christian was smart, focused, and ambitious. He believed he could handle Courtney's outbursts, that love could fix volatility. But what neither of them realized was that their love story had already become a ticking time bomb. Neighbors heard it first: the screaming, the crashes, the sound of something heavy hitting the wall. It wasn't every day, but when it happened, it was impossible to ignore. One resident described it as a storm trapped inside a penthouse. At first, no one knew who to blame. From the outside, Courtney was the picture of control. Beautiful, poised, the kind of woman people automatically wanted to protect. Christian, on the other hand, was tall, strong, and visibly frustrated. It was easier for strangers, even police, to assume he was the problem. And that's the danger of assumptions. Because in private, the pattern was different. According to people close to the couple, Courtney's temper wasn't just bad, it was explosive. She would throw things, scream, lash out physically when arguments got heated. Christian, determined not to be the angry man in the situation, almost never fought back. He'd walk away, try to calm things down, sometimes even apologize just to end the chaos. By mid-2021, things were boiling over. During a trip to Las Vegas, police were called to their hotel after another violent argument. Bodycam footage from that night showed Courtney being arrested for domestic battery after allegedly throwing a glass at Christian's face. He had minor injuries, but what stood out most wasn't his physical pain. It was his emotional one.
So, Chris, why am I here today? Tell me what's going on.
We're having a great day. We went to the pool. And we were supposed to go to dinner like at 8:30. I was asleep. I wake up at 5. Morning on the couch, he asks me to go to the bed 3 times, which I did. And he called security. For some reason, there's no reason to be here at all.
So obviously you're here because she called security. What were you guys arguing about?
It started, what's it called? She asked me to go to bed. She's like, "You hate me?" I was like, "No, I don't hate you, babe. It's just like disappointed that we didn't do anything."
Even while police questioned him, Christian begged them not to charge her. He told them he loved her, that it wasn't serious, that he didn't want her in trouble. It was a moment that showed just how deep his denial and devotion ran.
Did anybody punch, hit, spit, throw anything at each other?
Like, she threw the glass thing at my face.
Things got blown out of proportion. Like to the
minutes.
max. We were going back and forth, like getting really loud. And I decided to call because we were getting really loud. It wasn't because I was scared or anything. It wouldn't hurt me. but I felt that we were either going to get kicked out or wake people up or something because it was just like escalating.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to disturb everybody, so I felt the need to have him removed from the room.
Did you throw something?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
Did anybody throw anything?
No.
What triggered her to throw in the glass at you?
I think it's my tone. Like, she tells me to work on a couple things, like my tone, facial expressions.
And after she threw the glass at you, did you punch her, hit her, pull her hair, spit on her, anything like that?
And I spit on her.
So what do you do?
One thing I'd be like, babe, stop. I'd be like, babe, stop it. I just don't want her to get in trouble. Like, I love her so much, you know?
So when I go to the room and I see a broken glass on the floor, where did the glass come from?
I don't know. I literally couldn't even remember how the fight started.
Did you remember throwing the glass?
No. I don't. But that sounds like me. I'm so foggy. I've had hardly any sleep. Like, I'm not like drunk even. I just really like not functioning. If that makes sense.
No, not really. Did you throw a bottle at him or a glass at him? You say you've done it
yes.
before.
Yes. I know that he didn't do it. Because throwing things is my thing.
Okay, once again, do you think you did it or you did it?
I did.
I try to make it as short as I can. I don't want to give you a long speech here, okay? There's a lot of things that we have discretion with, and there's a lot of things that we don't. This is one of them. You guys are in a relationship. She threw a glass at you. The glass is there. She admitted throwing the glass. When that happens, I have to make an arrest. I can't tell the judge. Let me finish. Let me finish. Doesn't have any price for that. I don't think it's going to be any issue. However, the state here puts anyone that is a suspect on battery of domestic violence on a 12-hour hold.
Can I just talk to her before you take it?
I can't let you talk. Hey, no, I don't have to.
Okay.
I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is what the law says I have to do. The investigation shows that you threw a glass at him, and that in this state is considered battery. And since you two are in a relationship, that is considered battery of domestic violence is a mandatory arrest.
Okay, there's a lot that I didn't say because I didn't want him to get in trouble.
Okay.
I'd probably be pushing down.
Anything else that you tell me, I'll be happy to put it on the report. But at this point, you're going to be transported, okay?
May I at least get a hug from my boyfriend before?
He's already gone.
The charges were later dropped, the incident quietly forgotten. But that night was the warning, the red flag that no one paid enough attention to. Because when they moved to Miami just months later, that same pattern would follow them. Only this time, it would end in blood. And before the truth came out, before the courtroom cameras, before the headlines painted her as either a monster or a victim, there was a single moment caught on tape. A moment that would change everything. It's what prosecutors would later call the moment the mask slipped. That moment the mask slipped didn't happen in a courtroom or an interrogation room. It happened in an elevator. Security footage from the One Paraíso Tower in Miami shows Courtney striking Christian again and again while he tries to block the blows. He doesn't raise a hand to hit back. He just takes it, the way he always did, hoping she'll calm down before someone sees. When prosecutors released that footage months later, it erased every doubt people had about who the aggressor really was. But before that video surfaced, no one outside their building had any idea how dangerous things had become behind those glass-walled luxury views. Back in early 2022, they looked like a dream couple on social media. Her page glowed with sun-kissed selfies and poolside cocktails. His posts showed a confident entrepreneur who had made it. Together, they were beautiful, successful, and young. The algorithm's favorite kind of love story. But inside apartment 2201, the dream was collapsing. Courtney's success on OnlyFans had made her rich fast, and with that money came power she didn't always know how to handle. She was drinking more, partying harder, and growing paranoid about who Christian talked to. She accused him of cheating, of hiding things, of trying to control her career. In one text recovered from his phone, he wrote, "I can't win with her. If I stay, I'm miserable. If I go, she'll destroy me." Still, he stayed, because that's what people do when love turns toxic. They convince themselves that this time will be different, that maybe if they change the tone of their voice, if they avoid the wrong topic, if they just love harder, it'll stop. It never does. Then came the recordings. Christian had begun secretly documenting their fights, not to expose her, but to protect himself. The audio he saved on his phone captures the chaos in raw, unfiltered sound.
Hey, let me help you.
You trust. You know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me slap you, dumb.
You're not gonna slap me.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore.
What do
Find
you-
it and charge it.
What?
Find it and charge
I
it.
mean, I'm sorry, Courtney.
I don't care. Find it and charge it.
Okay, just stop.
Don't talk to me.
God, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Because I'm telling you, I'm sorry.
It's my heart. Find my phone and charge it. I need to find it because I have to go meet her again.
To go out?
No! Shut up!
Please.
Shut up! You went to go talk to her without talking.
I didn't go to go.
Yes, you did. You always want to.
Courtney, I was
He
on.
literally told me about it. Now he's like, "Damn,
What are you
you
talking?
are son.
I didn't go to talk to. I was going on a bike ride. Like, what the?
Get off of me!
Me going to talk to. Is this gonna make you act like this?
You literally talked to her without telling me.
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and come here.
You're.
Yes, thank you. Coming from Courtney, thank you.
I want you to get away from me.
In March 2022, things reached a breaking point. Courtney's erratic behavior was now on display for everyone in the building to see. Residents reported seeing her intoxicated, stumbling through the halls, screaming at Christian in the lobby. Security logs show repeated calls from their unit, sometimes from Courtney, sometimes from Christian, each blaming the other. And yet, they always reconciled. They always ended up back together. The relationship had become its own kind of addiction, a cycle neither could quit.
Can you please let me into my apartment? Please?
Okay.
Yes. I have
Hold on. What's going on?
Okay.
Where's your apartment? You have a key?
We have
Ma'am, you don't need to talk to me. What's
What are you lying about?
Where's your key?
I'm in my apartment.
You didn't call.
I didn't. Nobody.
I called. You called.
What?
Okay.
What's going on?
Okay, hold on, ma'am. Let him talk.
Okay.
Ma'am, hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The front desk personnel, this young lady, I was actually, with the other guy. She informed us that Miss Courtney, her boyfriend, was trying to get into the elevator with her, but she had her hands out like this.
Okay.
And she had her hands out like this, and she was like, "Oh no, don't come inside the elevator."
Okay.
So we asked her, I said, "Do you want him to leave the property?" She said no, she don't want him to.
I did not say that. I said yes.
Hold on.
No, but the truth.
Hold on. He's
on,
talking,
man.
then you talk.
Let him speak.
Let him speak. Nigga, your turn. Nigga, your turn.
We were quiet when you were speaking. Why not?
I say, "Are you certain for sure, do you want him to leave?" "Oh, no. And then I just said, enough is enough. Police need to be called." She said she don't want police to be called.
Okay.
Okay, but you
Time
told me I was
out. Time out. Let me talk. Okay.
I feel very like.
What's your name? Courtney?
Yes.
Okay, Courtney.
Why do you have something against me, man? Like I'm just trying to like. Are you gonna listen?
We're listening. Go
You
ahead.
say something wrong.
Yes.
Courtney, what's going on? What do you need?
Okay, can you please?
What?
Yeah, good.
My boyfriend. I am on the he hasn't been any. I don't care. I'll hold it down. This guy said I shoved her. When I was upstairs and they showed up on the door, said I shoved him. I said, show me the fucking video. Like I really got angry because that did not happen. All I did was take my dogs home.
All right. So what do you want to say?
I want a restraining order against Christian Obumseli.
We don't issue those.
Because,
Those
no,
just
I'm
go to
serious.
court.
Can I do that?
You
Where
have to
can
go
I?
to court. You have to go to
Okay, but
downtown.
how can
or
I make
petition.
myself first?
Who's on the phone with you?
Just my dad.
Okay. Well, let me
Which I think is
let me
reasonable.
let me explain to you something with your dad on the phone, so you could hear me. You asked me, how can I get a restraining order against him? I answer you, we don't issue those. That's through court. You asked me, I need to get one before him. I told you, the only way is for you to get to court. Then you asked me, is he on the way already? And I asked you, I don't even know how he looks like. You understand?
Your questions are making much of an.
I am.
Listen to me. Answer my questions, please. Does he have property in the room in the apartment with you? A lot of property, you said. He's been with you here for about 2 months, right? Is he on and off, or is he staying with you?
For 2 months.
Staying with you for 2 months here with you? Okay.
Except for last week, he wasn't.
Okay, let me let you know something. He lives here. That person lives in that apartment with you. Okay, we cannot trespass anybody that lives in this place. So we can by law we cannot do this.
And that's I do understand that is why I said, can I get a restraining order and get there first?
Listen, my answer was I already answered that. You got it. Just go to the court.
Courtney's mother started urging her to come home to Texas, but Courtney refused. Leaving would mean failure, and Courtney Clenney didn't fail, not publicly anyway. So instead of walking away, she doubled down. She called police, claiming Christian was stalking her, that she feared for her safety. She asked about a restraining order. To the outside world, it looked like another case of a frightened woman calling for help. But within days, Christian was dead. No one knew it then, but that restraining order call wasn't a cry for help. It was the beginning of her cover story. And on a quiet Sunday afternoon in April, the story would end in a single stab wound that turned a penthouse argument into a national headline. April 3rd, 2022. A Sunday that began like any other. Sunlight spilling through the high-rise windows, the faint hum of traffic below, and two people trying to pretend they still loved each other. Courtney posted to social media that morning. Her voice was chipper, her smile practiced. Nothing in her stories hinted that by sunset, the man beside her would be bleeding out on their floor. Christian was in a good mood. He'd been making plans, talking about a trip, a new start, maybe even moving back to Texas. He filmed a quick video lip-syncing to a Kanye track, laughing, relaxed. It looked like a man finally ready to walk away. But walking away from Courtney had never been simple. By midday, they were home again, eating lunch. Somewhere between a text about food and an argument about phone locations, things began to shift. Courtney claimed later it started because Christian had turned off his location sharing. A minor argument that spiraled into something much darker. The fight moved from the couch to the kitchen. Neighbors later said they heard shouting, banging, a woman screaming, "Get away from me," followed by silence. Then a single cry. And then nothing. According to prosecutors, that silence lasted 14 minutes. 14 minutes between the moment Christian was stabbed and the moment Courtney finally called 911. When the recording begins, she's hysterical, gasping for air, telling the dispatcher she can't feel her arm, that her boyfriend is dying. But what investigators noticed was what came before that call. Phone logs showing Courtney had dialed her mother first.
Operator, don't give the address of your emergency. Give your man, please.
3101. It's 130, so 130.
Ma'am, listen to me. You need to stop screaming on the line and give me the address.
I can't feel my arm. 3101. I can't feel my arm.
Ma'am.
So my boyfriend is dying of a stab.
Ma'am, what is the address?
What's the address? What's the address? 3131. 3131 Northeast 7th Ave. Please, God, please. Come see my boyfriend.
Is this a house, apartment, or a business?
Baby, I'm so sorry. Baby.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
When police arrived, the scene was chaos. Blood on the elevator doors, blood in the hallway, and inside the apartment, a trail that led to Christian's body, collapsed near the kitchen counter. Courtney was covered in red, sobbing, repeating the same phrase. "I threw it. I didn't mean to. I was defending myself." The officers didn't know who the aggressor was, so at first they cuffed them both. But it didn't take long to see who needed saving. Christian was unresponsive, pale, losing blood fast. Paramedics rushed him to Jackson Memorial, but the wound was too deep. The knife had pierced his chest and sliced through an artery. At 7:11 p.m., Christian Toby Obumseli was pronounced dead.
Wake up, wake up. Okay.
Get up.
Please, God. Please.
Get him up. Get up right now. Drop him on the floor. I'll help him out. Get up.
Oh, no, I can't. I can't let this, okay?
It's back on.
Wait, it wasn't.
What is his name?
Christian Obumseli.
What's his name?
Christian Obumseli. Christian Obumseli. Please.
Listen, sit down. Do me a favor, sit down. Do not
Why
move.
are you yelling at me?
Do not move.
Why are you yelling at me?
Do not move, sit down.
Okay,
we don't know what's going on. We don't know what happened.
I'm terrified
So
for him.
right now, yeah, don't worry. They're helping him. So just sit down. Don't move, okay?
Oh my God. I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying to save him.
I understand
I'm trying to save him.
I understand that.
And if I don't, and you can't, then what will I do with my life? I need him. He's like my other half.
Christian is bloody on the ground and eventually becomes unresponsive.
Make some space for the door.
By the time the sun set over Miami that night, Christian's friends and family were learning the news through phone calls and breaking headlines. For months after the killing, Courtney Clenney tried to rebuild her image. She stayed off social media, checked herself into a rehab facility in Hawaii, and told anyone who would listen that she was traumatized, not dangerous, that she had acted in self-defense, not rage.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or making statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I got a chance to talk to Christian today.
To who?
Christian.
Who's Christian? Oh.
The victim.
They haven't told me
Or
anything.
I don't know if I'm the victim.
No.
He's definitely the victim. What'd you say? This is like, I was sitting here in a freaking puddle with my boyfriend's blood, begging him to like, please not, like, give up on me, like, man, like, this shit is fucking serious. So, I don't think I'm necessarily in trouble, but like, I just would like to.
We just want to hear your side of the story and what occurred, so we can piece this together and come to an understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, fortunately we weren't there. You were, so there's no better person to tell me.
And it took so long for I don't know what I don't.
But behind the scenes, Miami detectives were quietly piecing together a mountain of evidence, footage, recordings, autopsy results, and digital data that painted a chilling picture of what really happened on April 3rd. They found the elevator video, the one that showed her attacking Christian just weeks before the murder. They found the recordings of her screaming racial slurs and threats. They analyzed her phone logs, proving she called her mother before 9/11. And when they compared her statement to the blood patterns inside the apartment, it all collapsed. The knife hadn't been thrown from across the room like she said. The trajectory and force showed close, direct contact. The wound was downward, deliberate, and deep. Forensic specialists determined it wasn't a reflex. It was an act of control. By August 2022, prosecutors were ready. On August 10th, U.S. Marshals arrived at a rehab center in Laupahoehoe, Hawaii, and arrested Courtney Clenney for second-degree murder. When news broke, it spread everywhere. OnlyFans model charged in boyfriend's stabbing death. For Christian's family, it was the first glimpse of justice. Today, she sits in a Miami jail cell awaiting trial. Her blonde hair gone dark, her face without filters, her followers long disappeared. Christian's family continues to fight for justice. They remember him not as a victim, but as a son, a brother, a friend, a man who loved deeply, forgave easily, and paid for it with his life. His story is a reminder that love isn't supposed to hurt, and that silence can be fatal. And for Courtney Clenney, the influencer who once sold an illusion of perfection, that illusion has finally shattered. Now every word, every post, every lie will be dissected in a courtroom, not on a timeline. And the question that will define the rest of her life is simple. Was she a terrified woman defending herself, or a narcissistic killer who thought beauty made her untouchable? Because in the end, no filter can blur the truth.